contrary, saddled up this morning. How the air blows by so quickly, ever slightly warming. February, an adversary, river wide and rolling, flattens downward, she can't carry, shorebound choirs go rolling. February, number 20, all the tick marks scribbled down. 1/5 of a centenary, tunes from town to town. 4 in Fairbanks, 1 in Antioch, 6 in Diomede, 1 in Caliganac, 6 in Olamos, and 1 in the in-between. February, just one query, do you know the way? There's no time to bask and tarry, time is underway. Ooh, life is on her way.
One, two, three, 1, 2, 3.
The snow had all but vanished when they woke. Scattered shadows, north-facing slopes, along the ridge, thin lines of smoke from 15 chimneys. The sun just hitting the top of its path. Cold winter daylight on brown winter grass. Fallen angels rolling in the aftermath from the centuries. Long hours of winter crawl by slow. Months of hibernation, dreaming to wake and grow. Too much time to two-step to and fro. Round and round and round they go. Tinder in the wood stove burning down. Long miles of ice road, what passes for a town. Listen for the frozen river to speak a mortal sound. Pierce the silence with a thunder crack. The lineage long believes few clues. Satellites are far away, obstructed in their views. Decades yet from tightening the noose. Pulling the ancient curtains back. Burying the bodies, covering the tracks. 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 Burying the bodies and covering the tracks. Burying the bodies and covering the tracks. Burying the bodies. Stays low in the winter. The mind moves slow and times are hard. Volcano trail of cinders. When's that rapture supposed to start? Why you gotta go when things get slow? Why you gotta leave? I don't know. This old heart beats an empty echo. G. The chamber's bones begin to splinter. Attributions of atrophy. Where you gonna go when things get slow? Where you gonna run to? I don't know. Where you gonna run to? I don't know. Let's get low. Where you gonna run to? I don't know. So let's get low.
Join you two ignorant fools in your ridiculous superstition. Thank you very much. And I like the smell of my hair treatment. Pleasing odor is half the point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ain't got no bag, ain't got no tools, just got this one-way ticket on a ship of fools. Ain't had no plan B when I set sail, and every crux looks like a nail. It ain't so bad, oh my lord, damn the whales and screen grabbers, big brothers watching, it's true. If I had a bag full of hammers, all the mind-boggled things I would do. Ain't got no blueprints, them too refined. Just got some vague ideas that I found online. Shipmates keep shouting, and I love that sound. Always looking for something to pound. I'm just a lad amongst the zombies and backstabbers in a land where the darknesses lurk. And if I had a bag full of hammers, I'd glove up and get down to work. Hammer, 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 hammers, woo! Hammer, 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 hammers, woo! Ain't got no tools, ain't got no bag, just want a good life that ain't such a drag. Just feeling bad, going down that trail, and every crux looks like a nail. But I ain't mad, here amongst the cadavers, formalin fumes all around. If I had a bag full of hammers, all the walls would come tumbling down. Oh, the walls, bag of hammers would come tumbling down.
Custom satellites on the telly, Chinese balloons circling the moon. It's a small, small world and getting smaller. It's still a long, long hop back across the pond. What was I thinking? What's coming down the pike here for me? I left my heart with Stick Around Kelly. Left my banjo across the sea. And there's more songs now than I could ever sample. There's still Mary Lou and Ellen doing the Bevis frond. There's a road rolling off in all directions towards the faraway which I've grown so fond. What was I hoping? What's the point of this transatlantic trek? I left my swag in the snow at the end of Byers. I left my banjo back in check. Was one of my favorites. Lincoln Darwin waved that magic wand. Think I heard yesterday was such an easy game to play. It's been a long, long slog out of the pond. What was I dreaming? I've forgotten now how dreams are supposed to work. I left my best years back there in the maelstrom. I left my banjo with an expat in the perk.
I turn on the tube for Natasha Leone. There's a long hair on a tour bus, and I pick up my phone. No one told me this was happening. How in this world did I not know? And this goes on for a whole episode. It's not a bit part cameo. So I go on the web, check the tour dates, they're online. Long ago I knew what was happening, but that's been a long, long time. Looks like the shindig starts in Knoxville. Is there some gig remotely close? Out here in the backwaters of the wild, wild west. Far from the bright lights of the coast, I'm going to Tulsa. 10 hours on I-40 East, Oklahoma. Straight into the belly of the beast. River sand, turning off the highway into Woody Guthrie's land. I'll be going down the road feeling rad, rad, rad. I'll be going down the road, feeling rad. Yeah, I'll be going down the road, feeling rad. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna be treated this way. Going to Tulsa. On the Highway 66 route, Oklahoma. I'm gonna sort this whole thing out. Hey! Many a month has come and gone since I wandered from my home in those Oklahoma hills where I was born. Many a page in my life has turned, many a lesson have I learned, and I feel like in those hills where I belong. La la la.
Watching the crowd pass beneath the morning sky, there's a face among the faces that go by. Sitting on the street, drinking coffee, writing songs, thinking of the place where a face like hers belongs. Carved in alabaster and ivory, like goddesses' stones in a seaside gallery. Ever since that perfect visage overtook me, all the faces are the same, the way they look to me. Sitting in the workshop, drinking coffee, carving stones, trying to recreate the shape that flowed around the bones. My future now is just my memory, carved in alabaster and ivory. All the morning flowers are pulled up by the root. The magically delicious futility of the pursuit. So easy to speak of truths we're trying to find, to build a monument to somebody I build up in my mind. The world's delights have no hold on me. My future now is just my memory. a crowd in every town outside. Another flock of faces lost on me, no matter how I've tried. Hidden away in a cave with the muse and my guitar, thinking about a fleeting glimpse, waiting on a shooting star, singing about my girl of ivory. The world's delights have no hold on me. Watching like the sea condigo beneath the morning sky. Godlike is the hardship where the Grecian marbles lie. I wonder where this perfect imagery belongs. I will run out of breath, but never run out of song. On an island underneath a cypress tree, I'm singing about my girl of ivory.
Coyotes on the banks of the Rio Conchos, here long before we got here, here long after we gone. Miles of desert trails between the ranchos, howls in the darkened moonlight, howls in the dark before dawn. Sunset stretches shadows of the Sierra Madre. Desert days are hellish, desert nights still bring the frost. 1,000 miles of dusty river down to South Padre. Miles between the rivers, perfect place to get lost. Singing to the beaded lizards. Ooh, Gila monsters and Durango wizards. Ooh, rattlesnakes. The river flows, the earth shakes. Riding along the banks down to the Rio Bravo, hours in the blazing saddle, hours in the summer sun, past the trails to Cuauhtemoc and Chihuahua.
shall swim till the river's done. And it's dry once again down at the Rio Bravo, near the Big Bend where the river doglegs north and changes course, near the Rancho de Paloma and El Mulatto, by the dry riverbed of the Rio Bravo way up north. The dry of the Rio Bravo way up north.
One, two, three, four. One. Norman, John, and Dan, they rode rivers. And I read the words of Norman, John, and Dan. In far-flung watersheds, I stumbled on them. It takes time to see where the riverbeds began. The first book starts with Norman Paul in Montana youth. The first book ends with Norm's children, Gene and John. The words linger beneath the rocks under the river. The water flows, the western tale goes on. Norman, John, and Dan, they wrote of waters. And I paddled along with Norman, John, and Dan, all the way to Unalakleet from Whitehorse, with the Alaska River Bible in my hands. The second book is paddling on the Yukon. I gave no second thoughts to the author's name, just soaking in descriptions of the wildlands, carefully crafted by some guy named Dan McLean. John and Dan, they wrote stories. Now the days go fast, but the water still flows slow. Artifacts wash up along the shoreline. Some tales erode, and some tales grow. The third book spills the home waters, connects some reservoirs the others have begun. Connecting family chronicles of Americana. Norman, John, and Dan, grandfather, dad, and son. Grandfather, dad, and son.
When I rolled the dice, I couldn't take it back. When I met the devil, she had a heart attack. When I saw your insides, it removed all doubt. When I hit the bottom, the sun came out. When the sun came out, it wouldn't go back down. When the heat got scorching, the circus came to town. When I paid my ticket, I was made a clown. When I lost my innocence, something else was found. When I hit the road, it took me way down south. When I paid the piper, he punched me in the mouth. When my lips got split, I couldn't sing so sweet. When I went for the hot sauce, I could barely eat. When I passed those crossroads, I left them far behind. When I took the exit, I skipped the borderline. When I left town, I left all the way. Where the road was darkest, it was light of day. When I hit Las Cruces, memories came back. When they were someone else's, my history went black. When all was laid before me, it all seemed complete. When I looked below me, nothing underneath my feet. When I rolled the dice, you set me on a track. When I met the devil, gave her a heart attack. When I saw your soul, it removed all doubt. When I hit the bottom, the sun came out.
There's a sign on the window at my hometown bar saying, "Get your growlers before the big game." We'll be closed all day on Sunday, February 12th. You better get your growlers before the big game. Where, oh where is the party? Where, oh where can it be? Where, oh where am I gonna go? Am I supposed to go to see the show? Who's gonna party with me? There's a TV in my room, it's 19 inches big. There's English and Spanish broadcasts of the game. One might guess that I could find it on the interweb somewhere, but one football fan in a room, that just would not be the same. And like Beckham says, this ain't even proper football. Where, oh where is the party? Where, oh where can it be? What, oh what am I gonna do to see the shoe? Who is gonna dance with me? Oh, it's a long, long way to infinity. It takes forever, but it's easy as 1, 2, 3. There's a non-stop party in my vicinity. No one's invited except me. So I drove the Honda Civic down off of the hill, Across the wide river valley to the other side all the way. I got off on Guadalupe, past De Vargas, hit downtown, looking for some place to park near the boxcar in Santa Fe. And there, oh there was the party. There, oh there was where the party was gonna be. But I got to the door just a couple of minutes before. There was no room at the party for me. There was no room at the party for me. Oh, who's gonna party with me? Harrison Butker rules.
Can you find your way into town? I know all the side roads you'll go down. Don't know what the road signs say. Can you find your way? Can you use the clues I sent? Can you roll in my environment? Can you feel the life on these streets? All the other kids I used to meet, all grown up now and moved away. What do your instincts say? Can you recognize what's behind my blue eyes? Can you feel the ghosts of what's gone down, rolling down from the mountains west of town? There's a bit of history here. Do you hear the whispers in your ear? Can you start to see the long ago years here that added up to me? Can you feel all the things that started here? Feel the way the small town changes with the years? Can you feel the desert rains? Feel the small town blood flowing in my veins? Can you finally start to feel the beat of my small town heart? Can you finally start to feel the beat of my small town heart? The beat of my small town heart. The beat of my small town heart. heart, deep heart. In some context, bottomless excites me. Other times, it fills me with fear. I think of sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Don't know what feeds on the bottom round here. Deep heart, deep heart. Deep makes it hard to touch the bottom. Deep is how I like to sing. Deep is how I like my philosophical soliloquies. But deep is a relative thing. Deep heart, deep heart. I love how deep is the ocean. I love wondering wherefore thou art. I've been wondering about your bottom. When you say you love me from the bottom of your heart. When you say you love me from the bottom of your heart. When you say you love me from the bottom of your heart.
We're halfway through the show, and it's time for the halftime report.
Time to reevaluate the strategies for dominating this, our chosen sport.
The first half is in the books now. Things are going particularly well.
Some things didn't work out quite like we hoped. You're just gonna have to do a little bit better and leave those things where they fell.
Referee seems to be a bit biased, but several injuries have now taken their toll.
But still, we managed to excel up to this point, even though those pesky factors may have played a role.
The second half will be much the same except better, and we won't make any of the same mistakes twice.
We know exactly what we're gonna have to do better, and we have some secret sources giving us advice.
This should springboard us onward in the season. There's stiff competition on the international scene.
The Swedes will be singing that modern Nordisk music, and the French with a chant de fromage ringing in between.
Now we've rehydrated and re-electrolyted, it's time to take the field once again.
With some massages and some undetectable substances and a rousing version of We Are the Champions.
halfway through the month. Now, and this has been the halftime report.
There's plenty of time for more miracles, but what's left of the month is now twice as short. Time to dominate this our chosen sport.
Randa göffel is flying across the sea. Time to shake her wings out and fly free. Changing her location, reclaiming her history. Randa göffel is flying across the sea. All the things we need in life, it just depends. All the things we really need, life usually sends. She's all shined up and ready to go, sharpened on both ends. Which things we need in life, it just depends. The longer the journey, the bigger the divide. The longer the voyage home from the other side. The lifestyles may be different, but some of the same tools can be applied. The longer the journey, the bigger it opens wide. So Randa göffel is flying across the sea, and I'm sending her off with all the love in me. I'll dream a couple dreams for her about how it's all gonna be. Randa göffel is flying across the sea. Yeah, Randa göffel is flying across the sea. Randa göffel is flying across the sea. Randa göffel is flying across the sea.
This is how I always play it. On an M-State Road 4, road I've been on so many times before. From the 502 to the Zia Pueblo, from my backyard to San Isidro. Oh, there's nothing quite the same as going up mountains through the Haines. And every time there's things I never saw before on an M-State Road 4. On an M-State Road 4, I see in the shadows of every corner, the shadows and the lights we used to know. Those hairpin turns off the Pajarito Pueblo, never saying words just to upset you. Don't think I miss you, but I can't forget you. It's San Antonio Springs I'm looking for on an M-State Road 4. On an M-State Road 4, you look so fine hiking up to the East Forks. Past the Caldera, always drive another mile. You look so fine just walking down the aisle. Well, the Jemez River Valley walls, guess I missed the turn to Jemez Falls. yeah, we'd have one more drive on an Interstate Road 4. On an Interstate Road 4. Same old road rolls through eternity. Yeah, you're on the fast road to maternity. Smell the red rocks as he descends out of the green. Vista Linda, the Spanish queen. Turn off the headlights when the long nights are no more. On an Interstate Road 4. State Road 4. One, two, three, four.
Thy winds, thy wide gray skies, thy mists that roll and rise, thy woods this autumn day that ache and sag and all but cry with color, that gaunt crag to crush, to lift the lean of that black bluff. World, world, I cannot get thee close enough. Have I known a glory in it all, but never knew I this. Here such a passion is, as stretcheth me apart. Lord, do I fear thou madest the world too beautiful this year. My soul is all but out of me let fall. No burning leaf, prithee let no bird call. Once more to lift the lean of that black bluff. World, world, I cannot get thee close enough. Am I kin to sorrow that so oft falls the knocker of my door? Neither loud nor soft, but as long accustomed under sorrow's care. Marigolds around the step and rosemary stand. Then comes sorrow,
what does sorrow care for the rosemary and marigolds there? Am I kin to sorrow? Are we kin that so oft upon my door I come in? Oh, loveliest throat of all sweet throats, where no more the music is, with hands that wrote you little notes, I write you little elegies.
Into the golden vessel of great song, let us pour all our passion breast to breast. Let other lovers lie in love and rest. Not we articulate so, but with the tongue of all the world, the churning blood, the long shuddering quiet, the desperate hot palms pressed sharply together upon the escaping guest. The common soul, unguarded and grown strong, longing alone is singer to the lute. Let still on nettles in the open sigh, the minstrel that in slumber is as mute as any man, and love be far and high. The else forsakes the topmost branch of fruit, found on the ground by every passerby. Found on the ground by every passerby. Found on the ground by every passerby.
railroad tracks. the day is loud with voices speaking, yet there isn't a train goes by all day, but I hear its whistle shrieking. All night there isn't a train goes by, though the night is still for sleep and dreaming, but I see its cinders red on the sky. And I hear its engine steaming. My heart is warm with the friends I make, and better friends I'll not be knowing, yet there isn't a train I wouldn't take. No matter where it's going.
Za trochu lásky šel bych světa kraj. Šel s hlavou odkrytou a šel bych bosý. Šel v ledu, ale v duši věčný maj. Šel vichřící, však slyšel zpívat kusy. Šel pouští a měl v srdci perly rosy. Za trochu lásky šel bych světa kraj. Jak ten, kdo zpívá u dveří a prosí. Walk the ice, eternal spring so full of. I'd walk the whirlwind, yet hear the gale sing sweet. I'd walk through desert with dew pearls in my heartbeat. I would go to the end of the world for a little love. As one who sings and begs at the door or on the street. I would go to the end of the world for a little love. I'd go with shoeless feet and go with bare hands. I'd walk the ice, eternal spring so full of. I'd walk the whirlwind and hear the scythe sing sweet, yeah. I'd walk the desert, heart with dew pearls still wet. sings and begs at the door at sunset. Go to the end of the world for a little love. I'd go with shoeless feet and go with head bare. I'd walk the ice, eternal spring so full of. I'd walk the whirlwind, hearing gale songs in the scythe air. I'd walk the desert with dew pearls in my heart to share. I would go to the end of the world for a little love. As one who sings and begs at the door or on the stair. I would go to the end of the world for a little love. I'd go with naked head and feet and still more. I'd walk the ice, eternal spring so full of. I'd walk the whirlwind, yet hear the songs of the gales soar. I'd walk through desert with pearls of dew in my heart core. I would go to the end of the world for a little love. As one who hopeful sings and begs at the front door. As one who hopeful sings and begs at the front door.
A climb is only there for me. If I climb up a wall, there is a line. Before, during, and afterwards. and this line is really done. But afterwards, you see nothing on the wall. I see in my inner eye my line. This is a huge design, maybe the biggest paintings we do on the high faces, on Aconcagua south face, on Everest southwest face.
A geoglyph is a large design or motif, generally longer than 4 meters, produced on the ground by durable elements of the landscape, such as stones, stone fragments, gravel, or earth. A positive geoglyph is formed by the arrangement and alignment of materials on the ground in a manner akin to petroforms, while a negative geoglyph is formed by removing part of the natural ground surface to create differently colored or textured ground in a manner akin to petroglyphs. Geoglyphs are generally a type of land art, and sometimes rock art. A hill figure is created on a slope, so that it can be seen from a distance. A subtropical geoglyph mandala is a design or motif, generally longer than 4 meters, which has no physical reality, but exists solely as a trace of a historical pathway. This SGM may be represented on photographs or maps. With the advent of GPS tracking and digital data storage, instant mandalic images are now as common as cold sores. Perhaps the most famous geoglyphs are the Nazca lines in Peru. The works of the old men in Arabia are far more numerous than the Nazca lines, far more extensive in the area that they cover, and far older. Other areas with geoglyphs include megaliths in the Urals, South Australia, Mari Man, which is not ancient, but rather a modern work of art, with mysterious origins, Western Australia, and parts of the Great Basin Desert in the southwestern United States. Hill figures, turf mazes, and the stone-lined labyrinths of Scandinavia, Iceland, Lapland and the former Soviet Union are types of geoglyphs. Many towns and cities in the western United States use hillside letters, also known as mountain monograms, on the hills above their locations. People have used tracking apps like Relive or Strava to create virtual geoglyph mandalas. The Mari Man geoglyph depicts a man holding either a woomera, a throwing stick once used to disperse small flocks of birds, or a boomerang. The creation of Mari Man occurred between 27 May and June 12, 1998.
A geoglyph is a large design or motif produced on the ground by durable elements of the landscape, such as stones, stone fragments, gravel, or earth. A positive geoglyph is formed by the arrangement and alignment of materials on the ground in a manner akin to petroforms, while a negative geoglyph is formed by removing part of the natural ground surface to create differently colored or textured ground in a manner akin to petroglyphs. Geoglyphs are generally a type of land art, and sometimes rock art. A hill figure is created on a slope, so that it can be seen from a distance. A subtropical geoglyph mandala is a design or motif which has no physical reality, but exists solely as a trace of a historical pathway. This SGM may be represented on photographs or maps. With the advent of GPS tracking and digital data storage, instant mandalic images are now as common as cold sores. Perhaps the most famous geoglyphs are the Nazca lines in Peru. The works of the old men in Arabia are far more numerous than the Nazca lines, far more extensive in the area that they cover, and far older. Other areas with geoglyphs include megaliths in the Urals, South Australia, Western Australia, and parts of the Great Basin Desert in the southwestern United States. Hill figures, turf mazes, and the stone-lined labyrinths of Scandinavia, Iceland, Lapland and the former Soviet Union are types of geoglyphs. Many towns and cities in the western United States use hillside letters on the hills above their locations. People have used tracking apps like Relive or Strava to create virtual geoglyph mandalas. The Mari Man geoglyph depicts a man holding either a woomera or a boomerang. The creation of Mari Man occurred between May 27th and June 12th, 1998.
A geoglyph is a large design or motif, generally longer than 4 meters, produced on the ground by durable elements of the landscape, such as stones, stone fragments, gravel, or earth. A positive geoglyph is formed by the arrangement and alignment of materials on the ground in a manner akin to petroforms, while a negative geoglyph is formed by removing part of the natural ground surface to create differently colored or texture ground in a manner akin to petroglyphs. Geoglyphs are generally a type of land art, and sometimes rock art. A hill figure is created on a slope, so that it can be seen from a distance. A subtropical geoglyph mandala is a design or motif, generally longer than 4 meters, which has no physical reality, but exists solely as a trace of a historical pathway. This SGM may be represented on photographs or maps. With the advent of GPS tracking and digital data storage, instant mandalic images are now as common as cold sores.
I think of Nazca. I think of Messner. I think of Honnold. I think of aliens.
I think of Nazca.
Hello, hello,
I think of
hello.
Messner.
Ahoy,
I think of
Yahoo,
Honnold.
Yah,
I think of aliens.
I
Faw,
think of Nazca.
Faw.
I think of
Hello.
Messner.
Hello.
I think of
I
Honnold.
think of Nazca.
I think
I
of
think of
aliens.
Messner. I think of Honnold.
Hello.
I think of aliens. Hello, hello, hello. Ahoy, Yahoo, Yawa, Fawa, Fum.
I think of Nazca. I think of Messner. I think of Honnold. I think of aliens. Hello. 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 Ahoy. Yahoo. Yoro.
And more we cannot do in this life. It's not important what we have out yet. It's only important what we have done, but not what we have. And I am still functioning this way. I'm willing to spend everything for a project. All my money, all my time, all my energy, all my enthusiasm to do it. And afterwards I can say, it was not necessary, but it was great.